Right, hello. So I am making a very quick little video here. It is for design, and it is to show how to do this artist model here, where it's a design one, and you have the photo that you've got in behind, and then you have a letter that cuts them out. So I'll show you all how to do that on Photoshop. So if we go down here, I'm just going to stop sharing. And I'm just going to share that again. And so what happens is we have over here, we have our layer with our picture. And so what we're going to do is often that will come up with a little lock on there. When you first open it, you have to turn that off, right? So turn off the little lock there because we're going to be rubbing the bits out of it. And you can't do anything if it is locked. So then what we're going to do is I go up to here, make a new layer. This new layer will go on top, and over here is the font tool, the T, and that's what we're going to type up, and it's going to go on a layer over the top. Now it's going to get a little bit weird because we're using it as a stencil. We'll just bear with me and I'll show you what. So we're going to put it down here. It will come up automatically with this post-lacrum thing up here. So because it's highlighted, you can just type in the number that you want. Now you're going to have the kind of font you want at the top here, all this up there with this bold, and the size of it. I've put it already to 200. It's gone back to that. And why don't we try 300 here? So just highlight that 300. And then what you do is you hit the enter button and it will go to 300. I'm going to type in the number that I want. I'm going to have the 2, like the 2-pack one. And here we go. Now, because this particular font has holes in it, it's not really going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to go up to here. I'm going to change that to a different font. And so you have all these different fonts to choose from. Here's a nice 2. Nope, that's not a nice 2. How about that? Is that too big a 2? Where to 2? Well, that's a very strange 2. Nope. 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 Oh, I just want a normal 2. There you go. Normal 2. All right, sweet. And then you hit the tick up here, and it's just going to go to this 2. So you can see it up there on a separate layer. And you've got your picture underneath and you've got a separate layer. Now I've got the move tool. So you click over here and on our move tool, we're going to move it around to where we want it to be. All right. So you're imagining we're going to have Master Champagne's face coming out the top of the 2. That's going to look pretty awesome right there. Now, this is the weird bit. We are going to go onto this tool over here. Often it has another image of a tool underneath here. We hold it down till we have magic wand tool. We then work on that layer of our 2. We click on that with our magic wand. It's going to select the whole thing. Now this is where it gets weird. We're going to turn that off because it's just our stencil. I hit it twice, sorry. We're going to turn that off. It's just our stencil. All right. So we don't need that layer anymore. We're going to be working on just this layer here. So then what we do is we click back down to the layer that we want with our stencil, and it brings out, sorry, I haven't got my mouse and it's going all funny. And it brings out the stencil down to the layer that we want. Now, at the moment, that would allow us to rub out the inside of this. We don't want that. We want to actually rub out the other part. We want to keep that in there. So what you do is right mouse click. There is select inverse, and it selects the inverse. It selects the opposite. So now it's going to keep all of this inside, and we are going to rub out the rest of it and have Master Champagne's head popping out of this too. So let's have a go on that. So over here is our eraser. You are going to take your time. I'm going to have mine big and ugly and fast because you don't want to watch me doing this forever. And I am going to go, I'll crank that up. You are going to have it at a lot lower pressure. So it looks cool, but I'm going to rub all that out. It's not going to go into there, but it is going to rub out all of this. All right. I'll show you how to get rid of those little checker marks in a moment. But in the meantime, I'm just going to very quickly do this for you. You're going to take your time. You can see that I've got my brush as it going around there on 100%, sorry, 0% hardness. I did that up under here. 0% hardness. That's really good for going around his head because what that means is that it is nice and soft and doesn't have that sharp edge. We get that sharp edge automatically with the 2 because of the area that we defined as our stencil. So that's the starting point there. We are going to make a new layer now. New layer. Go okay. We're going to grab this new layer. We're going to put it underneath. So it's underneath here. We are then going to get our paint bucket, and you just click on here and you can make that white. Work on the new layer. Click that in white. It's all white in background. Now we go back to a select tool. So a selection area, and now you right mouse click, you deselect. There's Marston Champagne's head coming out of the 2. So that's how they did the 2-pack one. Hope that helps. And if you do have any questions, you can email me and ask me. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.